What's going on YouTube, Cannabis Clouds, and welcome to another episode of High Talk. Today we're going to focus on something really specific, something that comes up quite often when people ask me questions on, recommendations of vaporizers, but specific to this company, Pax Labs. They make the Pax Era for concentrate vaporization for the cartridges. They also make the Pax Mini and also the Pax Plus. Cheers, everybody. Man, the first several hits on these guys are always tasty depending on which temperature you go at. But yeah, the thing I wanted to talk about is the PAX devices in general get a lot of hate, and I feel like some of it's warranted and some of it's not. And sometimes it even takes away from that person switching from smoking to vaporization. Maybe this is all they have access to, especially since it's so popular. Or they're liking a specific feature and, people will instantly shoot it down because of, X, Y, or Z, whether it be price or, something else. And I don't think it's always warranted, and there's some reasons why, and a couple of them are, form factor. Everybody is looking for something really small and sleek, something that fits in your pocket. This guy definitely does that. I mean, here's my hand. I can just make it disappear. Really easy to throw in the pocket. And I'm going to be puffing along as we go too, guys, because this might take a minute. Smoking on some Alien Mints. Really, really awesome hybrid. But things I do like about it, a couple things for, more basic users. Really easy to use. The top, there's one button. If you don't want to play or, fuss with anything, they make a PAX Mini, which is like $125 as well, too. So really, really cheap. And it's literally a press of a button, and that's all there is. There is no extra options. I know for some of us, that's like a deal breaker. But keep in mind, for somebody that's just starting out or they don't really want to learn a whole bunch of stuff or they want to hit a button and just go, it's great for them. Other things, I think overall, it's pretty easy to clean compared to some. I like the build quality a lot. Outside of this guy's aluminum, comes in several colors. You can get replaceable mouthpieces. There is a raised lid, and then this one that's kind of a little more incognito, if you will. Kind of flat, flush there. Same thing there, oven in the bottom. It is a conduction vaporizer. Some people prefer more of a convection vaporizer where it's just pushing air through your flower. But there is some trade-offs with that. So I have some users, and I actually prefer conduction on some vaporizers because I don't have to take 10-second draws or very long draws to get that really heavy hit. You've seen a second ago, and I'll do it again here really quick. I'll take a short hit of this if I just want to take a puff. And I get a ton of vapor. Tastes really good. No issues at all. I like that personally. Other devices, whether it be a Tiny Mite or any of the other ones out there, and I didn't want to say that specifically for that one, but convection vaporizers in general, you want to take a longer inhalation so that way there's more hot air passing through your flower and you get more vapor in return as well too. Don't have to do that with this one. So 10-year warranty, easy to use. Really, really good battery life on this too, something that everybody else underestimates. No removable battery in this, but that's okay on this guy because I can charge this up once, take it with me, do several sessions while I'm out and about and have no issues, worrying about my battery dying on me. Somebody else had mentioned, they were comparing a Crafty Plus to this, and I told them they both have their pros and cons. But one area, in my opinion, where it won hands down was battery life. I felt like, for me, the Crafty Plus, I was plugging in all the time. The other thing is, although I know it's that peak plastic, I'm not a big fan of plastic on my devices. I would rather have steel, aluminum, something, make it feel kind of hefty in my hand. I like that a lot too. Some downsides on the PAX devices, they're expensive. So depending on what you're comparing it to, these used to be $250. I think it's $200 now for the PAX Plus and $125 for the Mini. So they have come a little ways as far as bringing that price point down. But I also feel like this is no different than some of the users that really hate like Apple products or like, I can't stand Apple products, blah, blah, blah. They're overpriced, they're expensive. Yeah, but you know what? They sell really, really well for a reason. And that's the same thing with these guys too. These aren't going anywhere anytime soon. These have been around forever. They're kind of standing the test of time in the vaporizer market, if you will. And they've stayed conduction the entire time. They have never done, a any other style or any other like vaporizer in general. They've always had this form factor. They've always had done, conduction heating. The logo's been pretty similar. A lot of the insides have changed. They put new types of screens inside here, so better airflow on it. So little things they've tweaked along the way. But the problem is that, for the people that are wanting it for, a drastic change to happen with it, it's not going to, because they have a huge database that really like these products. Also, someone investing $200 in something, there is some other ones that have awesome warranties as well too, but very few of them have, like that 10-year guarantee where if there's a problem, you can send this in and 9 times out of 10 PAX is just going to swap it out and send you another one. And that's peace of mind for more of like the basic home user. If you're an everyday, vaporizer and you're going through 5 vaporizers a year, or, going through like 60 of them like I am because I do this, for a living. It's not for most of the people, especially the PAX Mini. That's definitely a kind of like a lighter user, I would say. PAX Plus would be the heavier user. And then the other thing is too, I am a very heavy concentrate user. Carta 2 back here in the back. Absolutely love this guy. So if you're looking for a concentrate vaporizer, like a desktop one, absolutely recommend that guy. Z's Vapor, shout out to them. They always run awesome deals on the Cartas and the Puffco Peaks and all those, but I really like the Carta 2 a ton. Same thing with this guy. I dig the PAX a lot. I like the PAX Mini and the Plus. You just got to get it for the right person. Heavier user, PAX Plus. I can load a full bowl in here, and like I said, I'm a heavier user, and I can still get stoned out of my mind, no problem. So if somebody's saying, they're not getting high, then they don't have good weed they're putting in here, or they're packing it wrong, or something's going on that's kind of causing the issue. Because I've never had an issue, both PAX 2, PAX 3, the Plus, this one especially, no issues getting high, even with a higher tolerance. Just make sure you got some good weed inside there, pack it down really firm like I showed you in my other videos, and no issues there. So yeah, some of the hate, it's expensive, it doesn't have removable battery, the airflow is more restricted than, say like the Crafty Plus or the Mighty Plus. So there's trade-offs on each one of these. But again, that's not usually the people that are getting these. They're getting it because it's super tiny, fits in my jeans pocket just fine, really easy to take care of. If I have an issue and I'm that home user, I can just send this out to PAX. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, they're not even going to have you send it in. They're going to have you send some photos and then end up swapping the device out. If you're looking for tons of airflow, different build, removable batteries, all those, then you already know this isn't for you. But it's crazy. I see posts all the time online where people come out of the woodwork. I feel like they're almost making an account to just bash on the person that, like, they just got a PAX Plus as a gift. It's like, give them a damn break, man. They got an awesome device for free. Help them out. Tell them, conduction vaporizer takes a little, while to build some heat back up in there. You want to sip it, not rip it. Go nice and slow when you're doing an inhale on this guy. And you can tell them, I don't know, things that are going to make them happy about their purchase. They quit smoking or they're trying out vaporization, for a reason. I just feel like it's always unwarranted when I see that happen a lot of the times. But I'm a big fan. I like it a lot. Now that the prices are a little bit cheaper, that helps as well too. Other than that, a couple different colors you get. The PAX Mini is a hair shorter if you want something even a little more pocketable. And like I said, there is no settings on the PAX Mini. It's just like a press it, one button on, one button off, and that's all she wrote. Still the button on the top, just like all of them. The other thing is, if they're already a PAX user, it's right at home. It's kind of like saying the same thing where the people buy, Chevys every single time, or they buy that MacBook Pro instead of a, Microsoft Surface every time. There's brand loyalty just like anything else. And if they treated them well in the past, they're probably going to come back and, purchase it again. But like I said, I'm a fan. I dig the packs. Hopefully later on they can figure out some stuff to make airflow a little better. It'd be really cool if they had a removable battery. I don't know if that will happen or not. It's such a small device. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and press it once to turn that off. Overall, been really happy with it. The latest rendition, it's really similar to the previous ones. I feel like it idles a little bit better, meaning if you're not constantly puffing on it like I was earlier, it does a better job of not cooking all the material. And I also noticed that it tends to cook the bowl a little bit more evenly on the Plus compared to the Mini as well too. Bigger chamber on the Plus as well too. But yeah, overall, I like it, guys. If you have any questions, throw some comments below. I'm sure, some people are going to tell me I'm absolutely crazy, and that's cool. No problem there. But at the same time, there's a ton of users, and they're all over the internet, and I got friends and family members that use it, and they absolutely love this as well. So you're not going to change their mind either. But at this point, you guys vape on whatever you're going to vape on, and make sure it works for you, and as long as it does, I mean, that's all she wrote, man. But there we go. I'm out. That's my little talk on the PAX hate. Throw some comments below, guys. We're getting a whole bunch of new subscribers, which I really appreciate it. I just looked at some numbers pushing almost, 250,000 views now, which is awesome. So appreciate that as well, too. But that's all she wrote. You guys take it easy. Have a great day. Smoke up.